guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be doing a review on horror games and also on my Nintendo Switch Lite. I've been doing more reviews on this thing because I'm starting to love it more, and pretty much I just love this thing a lot more than I used to, and honestly I'm going to tell y'all why. If y'all haven't, just letting y'all know, YouTube has told me that 75% of y'all are not subscribed. Go down there, please hit the subscribe button, it's going to help. And also hit the like on the video. Also comment down if you did both of those things. You'll be entered into a giveaway. And the giveaway is for a PlayStation card. And yeah, pretty much. That's how you enter. And let's get right into the video. Let's go. Alright, to begin with, let's go ahead and talk about controllers. To be honest, I'm going to review Pro Controller. People are going to hate me for this. This is my least favorite. I know. Probably some of you are saying, oh my god, you're so stupid. It's like the best controller you can get. Yada, 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 yada. What the fuck am I doing? Anyways, but the thing about it, I guess this is. But like, the thing is, it is good because I'm used to like an Xbox kind of controller from like my old days. But not really anymore. Now, normally, my grip broke. This grip right here, it will not shut. It will not shut, and it's broken. So, I had to buy me a new grip. I didn't have that much money, so I just bought me a regular Nintendo Switch Joy-Con grip. Let me just say, the first time I did this, and I slipped these two Joy-Cons right into this puppy. If I can get this in. As soon as I did that and started playing my first game, it was so comfortable and it felt so good to use. I love this thing to use on the actual thing. And yeah, pretty much. Now I'm going to start talking about the actual game, Switch Lite, or games as I prefer. So, I recently have actually found out, I found out that there are actually horror games on the Switch Lite and Switch. So, I decided to go buy a Switch card. I bought a $10 one because that's all I could afford. And, so, what I did was I went to my local Walmart, bought a card, put it on my Switch, and I started searching up horror games. Now, the ones I was able to afford is Paratopic. Paratopic is basically this kind of old pixelated horror game that is basically looks like it was made with the SNES and the NES, but also it has this kind of horrific, kind of scary plot twist to it. You're a character that went to prison and is now having to work for somebody that does bad stuff and kills people a lot. And basically, you're trying to go against them and find them and kill them. But in your way, there's a bunch of jump scares, horrific finds, and also a bunch of survival. It is a very hard plot twisting game, and it is very good. I think for playing that game, the Switch can stay up for about 5 hours because it don't take that much battery. My thinking, it's a pretty good horror game, and I think y'all should try it out. Next is Eyes. Eyes the horror game. Eyes the horror game is basically kind of like a much scarier and better graphic kind of like horror game. It's kind of like, let me think. You're basically, what happens in the game is, if I remember correctly, I think you are walking inside of you're supposed to explore this kind of haunted house and try to figure out what's going on inside of it. And you're trapped in there, and now all there is you with a flashlight and also just yourself, basically. You're just trying to look around the house and try to find these eye marks and hide from the monster or whatever's on the house. And you basically do that, try to survive, and kill the monster or escape. You could do either one of those by choosing in the actual story itself, and it's pretty fun. Now, my first horror game on the Switch Lite, and my favorite, Slender: The Arrival. I've heard people say that on the Switch Lite it is literally terrible, and graphics are storyline is and the shadows are glitchy as and all that stuff. Me, basically, I don't really prefer having better graphics and stuff. So pretty much what I've played, it's a very good horror game. It is a horror game that if you love Slenderman, that's one check mark. If you love horror games that will easily scare you and love loud noises that happen and jump scares, that is also for you. And number 2 is if you love a very dark and scary setting with a bunch of monsters, then it is for you. Otherwise, you'd be wet in the bed for a couple weeks. Because basically, I'm just going to tell you all this. I played like 30 minutes of this, which is like barely anything. I'm just going to tell you what happened. Not happens. So basically, what happens is your car breaks down and you're trying to investigate a house where a girl named Kate was kidnapped and hidden by Slenderman. And so basically, you're trying to go through the house and find clues, and then after that, you're supposed to go into the forest and try to find Kate. By finding Kate, you're gonna have to find like pictures and notes and stuff, wander around on trees in the woods, and try to stay away from Slenderman. In my opinion, it is a pretty good game, and it is amazing. And so I recommend y'all to play it, and I just like getting on. Now, let's talk about another one. I've streamed this one before, and it is Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th is basically a survival type of game. You play either by Jason Voorhees, which is the killer, and you have to try to kill all the other counselors, or you're playing as all the other counselors as either James, Victoria, Sarah, Tiffany, and James, and a bunch more. Basically, you got to play as a bunch of counselors, and you can either play it on offline, where you're always Jason, or online, where it's random if you're Jason or not. It is a very fun game. You have to try to escape from either fixing a car and getting away, or fixing a boat and going away in the water. It is very fun in my opinion, and if you love playing online horror games or any type of online games, it is definitely for you. And yeah, also there are some other ones that seem like they are good that I will buy and test out soon. One is Darkwood, I believe. Yeah, Darkwood. It's basically like a horror game, like it's those type of games where it's like an overhead view where like you see the character walking and there's like other space on the side of it, but except you cannot see the other space beside it. The only way you can see that is if you shine the flashlight on it, and that's pretty much it. You go around trying to kill dogs, survive, and kill also ghosts. But the thing is, if you're that person that think that jump scares are annoying, terrifying, or you just hate them in general, but you still want a horrifying experience, Darkwood is definitely for you. And yeah, pretty much it. Some other good ones is Outlast, and I think that is $7 right now, or $20 when it's not on sale. Outlast is basically where you are a writer and camcorder, and basically you have to go to explore a house that has mortifying humans that have been mortified, basically. And the only things that you have to arm yourself is a camcorder, basically, with night vision, and that's it. Basically, you have to go around trying to survive and stay away from all the other people and you have to try to find more batteries to be able to keep on using the night vision to see in the dark, and also to keep away from the enemies. And another one's called Amnesia. I think that's how you say it. Amnesia is basically a game where you are exploring a mansion and you get knocked out. You fall asleep somehow and you have anesthesia. You don't know what happened, don't know what you're doing. And basically the only thing is, like, you wake up, you go, and there's a note saying basically that you are having to explore this mansion and there is a terrifying shadow creature chasing after you. And basically that's how the game is. You're supposed to survive, kill the demon, and a bunch of stuff. It is very awesome, and I very much recommend it to y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed, and my name is Hunter Odom, and this is the Poke Gamers. Peace!